Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 29th. You have this Leo card. It says courage. It says boost your courage so you can put yourself out there in a bigger way. You also have this Gemini card. It says speak your truth. Choose your words wisely. Remember that your words have consequences. So watch your words. And, the funny thing is that Leo always gets these messages of needing to watch their words. And you are the opposite of Leo, Aquarius. So, again, I think this is definitely true for you. That you need to watch your words at this time. Although what I would say, make sure, before we move on from that, what I would say is make sure you're talking about yourself positively, right? Make sure to use good words against yourself, not bad words. But the other thing is it looks like that you are receiving positive communication. You have the Page of Pentacles right here, which would be like good news or, positive communication. Even the Ace of Pentacles can sometimes represent communication or receiving communication. So I feel for a lot of you, this is just talking about like good news. Damn, this is a good reading, Aquarius. You've been getting, I think that your one of your last readings was really positive as well, but this is really good. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. So Nine of Pentacles is, pre-Empress energy and a card of abundance. You also have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. So damn, Aquarius, it looks like your fortunes are turning around at this time, or that at least they could be turning around at this time. The Nine of Pentacles is about your environment. And so, well, it's actually about two things. We'll start with your environment. And so, three things, really. But I would make sure that you are cleaning up your environment, the energy around you, the people, the places, the things that you surround yourself with, and make sure you're surrounding yourself with positivity, light, positive, abundant energy. So make sure to clean up your environment. Make sure to wash your dishes, right? Also, she has this falcon right here. So it's also about your focus and what you focus on. So I would make sure, again, that you're focusing on abundance. She also has these grapes behind her, and the grapes in the tarot represent something that is very difficult to grow, and so they basically kind of represent having a skill that most people aren't good at, that you could be good at. And so if you have a talent, gift, skill, or ability, I would make sure that you are using that talent, gift, skill, or ability to increase your abundance. I always say, I feel like I shouldn't have to clarify this, but apparently I do. Nothing just happens. Tarot is not magic. It can't make anything happen for you. So that's why, I think I make it pretty freaking clear that I am a reader that focuses on solutions and what to do. And so I just gave you three things that you can do right now to make this happen. And obviously, if you don't do those things, then nothing is going to happen. You also have the Two of Cups here. Some of you could be going from single to in a connection or finding a connection as well. I feel like somebody's been hesitating here. With the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is no movement. It's kind of funny that this guy is side-eye. I don't know if you can see this, but the King of Cups, he's kind of side-eyeing the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm wondering if someone, this is someone you work with or that you know or something like that kind of knows that you're interested, but you're not doing anything about it with that Knight of Pentacles. So again, I feel it's a good time to shoot your shot, right? You have the Page of Pentacles. So again, you could start communicating with a person here with the Page of Pentacles if you're interested in love. The whole entire reading is just really amazing for your finances. The Page of Pentacles would represent that you need to learn as much as you can about your finances or ways to increase your finances. So I would say that's another thing that you can do and to increase your wealth or your abundance. I would also say with that Knight of Pentacles, another thing you could do is get started. The Knight of Pentacles needs to plant seeds in that field behind him, but he isn't. And the Knight of Pentacles is all about getting started. He's the only knight in the tarot that isn't making any moves, so I feel for a lot of you it's time to get started. Now, I will let you off the hook here a little bit, Aquarius, because you have the Ten of Wands. And so the Ten of Wands really says that maybe the reason you haven't taken action on something you want is because you have a lot going on in your life. So the Ten of Wands is carrying a heavy burden. He has planted those wands, though, and he is about to reach his home right here in the background. And so the card itself says you are about to have a harvest, and what do you know? We have the Lovers, we have the Ten of Pentacles over here. So it looks to me like you're about to enter into a very abundant period of time, and again, you're going to have to work for it. Sorry if no one's ever told you that, but yes, you're going to have to put the work, the time, the effort, the energy in to make something happen here. But if you do, then you will be successful. So let's see. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Temperance card. This is like two people being mixed together, you know, two cups, two cups. So I do feel for some of you that if you want love, that, you know, clearly this is a good love reading, and it could be a person where the two of you have been kind of like prepared for each other. Even if you don't want love, and even if you do, for all of you, this, you know, two cups can be you and your higher self. And so it can say that you're kind of like learning from your higher self in your dreams and your daydreams through sign symbols, synchronicities. So I would pay attention to all that. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Sun. Yeah, really good reading. This is like the best reading I've done for you in a while, but the Sun is the best card in the tarot, and the Sun is fun, enjoyment, happiness, you know, positive energy. The Sun also shines a light on things that we need to pay attention to, and so the Sun with the Page of Pentacles could say that you need to pay attention to things that you are interested in learning. And, you know, again, if you just develop an interest, or, you know, if something isn't working out for you in your life, you know, the Sun with the Page of Pentacles would say, go, you know, enlighten yourself about it, and you will solve the problem very, very quickly. So I would get moving on your education. With the Ten of Wands, yes, are you kidding? You have the Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles is like building and leaving a legacy. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. You know, since like the middle of Uranus and Taurus, the Ten of Pentacles started coming up like crazy, like once we hit like 15 degrees of Uranus and Taurus. And I think it's because Uranus and Taurus really wants freedom. And, you know, so just like for everyone as a collective energy, we all are being pushed towards, you know, creating a life where we can do the things we want when we want. And the Ten of Pentacles is all about kind of like building wealth or building, leaving a legacy. I always say that, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is something that you will do for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter how big or how small the legacy you leave is. It's like we all leave something other than just a corpse. You know, we usually kind of, you know, maybe it's a house full of junk, but, you know, it's still a legacy. So it can be as big or as small as you want. And, you know, I feel like that Uranus and Taurus energy has really been pushing people to create more more financial security, but also, you know, other forms of security as well. And I just feel like you are working on it. I also consider the Ten of Pentacles to be the best love card in the deck because, you know, it's pretty much everything you want and desire in a connection. It's kind of like the, you know, everything. It's building a legacy. It's, you know, the happy home, happy family, but plus money. You have this next in the area of what's coming in for you. You have this Laborer card. It says your hard work will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is definitely saying your hard work is paying off. You have a strategy card. It says becoming more strategic to succeed in the long term. Look at your current goals and imagine what obstacles may appear. Yes, I think we all need to do this as well. You know, we're in a time of flexibility where we have to be as flexible as possible. If one way to do something doesn't work, we just have to try another way. And I feel like that's what this strategy card is saying, is it's saying, you know, there are many ways that you can accomplish something. So just stay open. Again, your opposite sign, Leo, gets this all the time. You have the Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. You know, clearly this could be a love offer that's coming in for you. This could be a person who is different than your usual type. Two of Cups is meant to represent two totally different people, or a person from like a different world. So it could be a person from another country. It could be a person who lives long distance. It could just be a person who's just different than who you are or what you would normally go for. But again, sometimes that works out really well. So there could be a very strong connection here. Again, I want to stress that, you know, this card is a card of connection and communication between you and your higher self. So even if you don't want love, this is a card that says you really need to pay attention to the messages that you're receiving. Again, I kind of get this feeling that your dreams might be just like a little bit more. It's like maybe you have a dream and you're like, oh, it's just a dream. Probably not. There's probably some sort of message in the dream, so I would write your dreams down. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is like a new opportunity or a big opportunity coming in for you. I feel here that he's also holding one pentacle on that Knight of Pentacles. So, but it's kind of funny. You know, this is like a big pentacle. This is like a little, it's still big, but like a little bit small. And maybe, you are worried that you don't have enough to offer a person, or, you know, take it how it resonates. You know, maybe a person is worried that they don't have enough for you. But again, even going this way, we have the Ten of Pentacles this way. And so it looks to me like there is more than enough. or there will be more than enough to offer in a connection. And so again, for those of you that want love, I would go for it. For all of you, the Ace of Pentacles is about taking care of a garden. There's a garden right here on the card. And so the Ace of Pentacles says that any ideas that you're working on, you need to like water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight. We have the sun here. And so make sure you're nurturing the things that you want to bring into existence. You have the Lovers here. And so there clearly could be a lover that's coming in here. I don't know why that was funny, but it was. So, and there's the higher self angel right here. It's like this is a connection that is being, divinely guided into your life. Going this way, we have the Two of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. These two wanted to come out together. I love the Three of Pentacles for love because it's two people who actually want to work together. Again, Two of Wands could be a person who lives at a distance, or, maybe there is some distance. It might not be like literal distance, but, maybe you're in love with your boss, for example. It's like, obviously, there's going to be a little bit of a challenge there if that happens, right? So I do feel that there's kind of like some distance to overcome or something. I don't know, whatever. With the Two of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. Yes, are you kidding? There you go. It is definitely a love reading, so definitely could be a strong connection here with a person. The Page of Cups is like fantasy and dreaming, so I feel for a lot of you right now, like whatever this is doesn't exist. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for something. Queen of Wands is about kind of like forging your own path and being on your own journey. We go up to that Knight of Pentacles. So again, I don't think this part of the reading is talking just about love. That could be part of it, but the Ten of Pentacles, which you have twice, contains everything in your life. It is about all the things. And I feel like the Queen of Wands is saying that you could be kind of like starting a unique journey in your life, especially with that Knight of Pentacles, something that you've been thinking about doing that is very unique, that will make you very successful. But, she has to do something. The whole point of the Queen of Wands is that she has to do something without knowing if it's going to work or not. She doesn't know how things are going to turn out. And I feel for a lot of you, it's time to get started. With the Lovers, yes, are you kidding? You have the World. Definitely felt long distance to me over here. And here you go, you have the World. So this could be a person that would involve travel or moving or something along those lines. The World could also be a Capricorn that you're attracting, or it could be a water sign. Could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Sagittarius. We have Leo again, Earth again. It could be any sign, general reading. But I do feel that this is something where there's something about distance that popped into my head. But again, I want to stress, it might not literally be distance, because it was popping in my head as distance. I was like, no, it's like there might be some sort of barrier, like you're in love with your boss or your manager or something like that, right? And so, that could be what's going on here, but take it how it resonates. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Choices and Indecision card, Knight of Pentacles right there. You have this Birds card that says News and Messages. There's clearly an important message that you need to listen up for. I mean, your first card said something about messages, right? Or something like that. I don't know. We were talking about it earlier. And Page of Pentacles as well. So there's clearly an important message that you will be receiving. It's funny to me that you have that Indecision card and then you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles could be agonizing over a decision, like he's just like thinking and thinking and thinking about doing something. He's the only knight in the tarot that isn't making any moves, but he has these empty fields behind him. And again, if he plants seeds in those empty fields, they will grow. So I think it is time for you to, invest in growing something. Especially if you're working on something like a new path financially with that Queen of Wands, I think it would be an amazing time for you to get to work, get something growing and going, because it's probably going to be very successful with that Knight of Pentacles. You have the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Again, Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. Three of Pentacles is also about getting noticed. That guy on that bench, he is receiving recognition from those other people on the card. The Two of Wands, he has the whole world in his hands, and he needs to get out into the world. So whether you want love or not, the interesting thing is that I kind of get the feeling that this reading could be saying that you need to enter into a new world. So let's say you do something for work or for your business, and it's like maybe you're not getting the recognition that you desire. The reading itself is saying to you, that you need to enter into a new world to receive that recognition. So it's like maybe you're doing a job, but you're in the wrong industry. And, that's kind of like the feeling I get here, is that there might be like another industry where it's like you're doing the same job, but it's different. It's a different world, and or it could just be a totally different job. And by entering into that new world, I feel like that's where all the success could be coming from. It's kind of funny. Like, even if you work in social media, same thing. It's really funny. I have a video that got like almost 1 million views now on Instagram, right? But I posted that video to every single platform that exists, and none of them did almost 1 million views like it did on Instagram. And that's popping into my head for some reason. It's like maybe you have a YouTube channel, but maybe you should try Instagram or something else. It's like, it's interesting to me how like the different world, Instagram did better than YouTube and everything else. So again, I that's like the best example I can come up with, because this is all I do all day long. But what I would say here is that, there might be a different place for your work, and it could make all the difference in the world. So I would be, experimenting. Even you have the Knight of Wands next, and the Knight of Wands is all about being flexible and also being spontaneous. So I think it would be a great time for you to like be flexible, be spontaneous, look for other places or look for new worlds to enter into. This could be for anything in your life. With the Knight of Wands, you have this Ace of Wands, you have burning desire, right? It's like, it's either you or this person here that desires the other person. It's like a white hot desire with that Knight of Wands, so it's like something needs to happen here. With the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, you have the Four of Swords, resting, relaxing, recovering, Mercury retrograde. I would make sure to recharge your batteries when you need to. I don't know about anyone else, but like I've been super tired lately, and I've been sleeping too, so I don't know. I think that, if you need extra rest, get extra rest. If you need extra sleep, get extra sleep, and I think that will help. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is about stability and creating financial stability, and I feel like the Knight of Wands is saying that you going on this adventure, where you could be entering into a new world, could be the thing that brings financial stability. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this card that says, dream the world into being. Ten of Pentacles, watch your words. We said that earlier. Make sure you're speaking about yourself or speaking on your life as you want it to be. You have this brown bear spirit that says, take time out. So it might be a great time for preparation, or just for getting extra rest, or sleeping, or taking care of yourself. But I definitely feel you need to like speak on your life as you want it to be. Like, I would brainwash yourself. I always say, like, I used to live in like a really small town, and I think, people there probably thought I was nuts because I like drove around and just talked to myself, right? And but I was like speaking about my life as I want it to be, right? So I don't care what people think. And yeah, I'm a Pisces anyway. Pisces talk to themselves, get over it, right? But what I would say here is that, again, maybe you need to like talk yourself into something. You have the King of Cups. King of Cups, this could be a person you're attracting. King of Cups is usually someone who has very deep emotions, or someone who has explored their emotions on a very deep level. So it could be, it doesn't have to be a water sign. It could just be a person who has very stable emotions in their life. There's also this boat back here, and literally the boat on the King of Cups represents going somewhere you've never been before. On the King of Cups, that boat has a very specific meaning. It kind of represents our ancestors. Our ancestors, ancient ancestors would get on boats, and they wouldn't even know if they were going to hit land. So it's kind of about, exploring out into something that is unknown. And I think that for a lot of you, that's where your success is. It's like in the unknown. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune and the good stuff would say that your fortunes are turning in your favor. I feel like there's a lot of luck. Like, luck is on your side is what I feel like saying with the Wheel of Fortune as well. So, I really don't feel much on the Wheel of Fortune, honestly. I feel like it's just saying luck is on your side. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Clearly, this is what you are working towards, is like stability, security, growth, abundance. Whatever you're dreaming about. That card says dream the world into being. And the Ten of Pentacles is the tree of life. And it just says, you can manifest everything you want and desire. Obviously, I don't think we ever truly get everything we want and desire. That would defeat the purpose of life. But what I would say here is that, you might be able to get pretty damn close. Even the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Pentacles is about creating heaven on earth. So it says you have a vision to create heaven on earth, but you need to bring that vision down to earth. With the King of Cups, can't make this up. You have the Chariot, travel, or moving, like we said. So World, Two Wands, Chariot, even the boat on the back of the King of Cups. So there you go. Chariot would be a big victory, though, or a big win coming in for you as well. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Six of Swords. Yeah, major improvements. Like I said, best reading I've done for you in a while. So I think that there are big improvements coming in for you. Maybe not just this week. This might be kind of over the next couple of months, you're going to be creating these improvements. But Six of Swords moving on to calmer shores. With the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, get your ass moving here, Aquarius. Normally I have to say that to Pisces, but, get your ass moving. I feel like there's a lot of success if you plant seeds. That Knight of Pentacles, all he has to do is plant seeds in that field and they will grow. So I feel it's time for you to get started here. Time for you, any ideas you have, I would try them. Any dream that you have, I would try your dream and see what happens. You have this butterfly card. It says a change for the better. The whole entire reading is a change for the better, so that makes perfect sense. You have this club. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. Yeah, I would be careful. Like, one thing I would be careful of with this card is, like, the way that I'm seeing it in my head is kind of like a blob. You know the movie The Blob? It's kind of like, I feel that some of you could be dealing with a person or people or a group of people or a business where it's kind of like it becomes all consuming. It kind of consumes your day and everything. It's like, you ever have one of those jobs where, your boss, every single day that you're off without fail, your boss calls you. It's like that is a blob job, right? It consumes you. And so I think that some of you need to get out of a situation like that. You have this quill. It says get back to basics. Yeah, keep it simple, right? So that's what I would do there. You have this wheel. It says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Knight of Pentacles, right? I think you need to make a decision and stick to it, right? And don't just imagine things. I think it's time for you to make a choice. You have this bird perched. It says waiting for news, package, or letter. And the whole entire reading was about you receiving a message. So clearly there's an important message coming in for you as well. But this looks really, really good, Aquarius. I love it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.